This is Exodus chapter 23, verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice, and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thy enemies, and an adversary unto thy adversary. So ultimately, Lord is fighting for his people. He's fighting for his children, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He fighting for them because as long as we fighting for the Lord Yahweh Shemashah, trying to preach, reach one and teach one, saying his holy name, giving honor to him, and kissing the son, honoring the son Yahweh Shai, praying to him with due diligence, doing everything you can as a man, woman, and child, and ultimately for a man, go out in the highways and byways. The Lord gonna do that for you. He'll fight for you. Just like we are a battle axe and a weapon, a sword. Just we're a tool for Yahweh Shemashah. And most people don't like to say objectify to degrade to a mere object, but honestly, we are a worm, and the heath is a spittle. So we are an object, but ultimately the objective of our purpose, is in this lifetime to get salvation for the 1/3 and for the 100 for the 1,000, for the elect men. Our objective is to be tools for Yahweh Shemashah, to either to be a rate, to get everything in order, to get everything in order, clean the grass, the dirty grass that Esau got laid out, to simply do that, or to be a spiritual battle axe, and physically as well, spiritual sword, and physically as well, to speak out against Esau's atrocities, to uncover his dress, and to show the mystery of iniquity that everyone has not seen yet. That only certain men, women, and children do know on this earth right now. But soon the world will know all Esau's atrocities. But going back to the lesson though, having obedience, having obedience in order. So everything has to have an order. Everything has a lot. Everything has a place. And this is what the Lord will do for his people that obey him. So that's a twofold of what you should want to do. You should want to fight for the Lord because the Lord will fight for us easily. And like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and my weapons of war. For with thee I will break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy will I destroy kingdoms. So this is what we are to Yahweh Shemashah. We are tools for either peace or destruction. And we can do that through the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah. Ultimately, in this flesh right now, the best thing we can do is just tear down people's minds of this system, how the system really works. That this system is not a free society. It's not a land of the free. It's a land of capitalism. It's a land of Democrats and Republicans. It's a land of a racist society. So for heathens, anyone that's outside of Israel to flourish, get businesses and everything, loans, not even loans, grants, so you won't have to even pay it back, But for Jake, no, For Jake, you got destruction in your homes, from your father to your mother to the child, from the child being effeminate, from the woman being over emasculated, from the man in the household being feminized or wanting to leave because he think that's the only choice, So you got all types of destitute things that happen to our people that Esau set up, that this is a racist society, a racist system that flourishes on that flourish on the backs of slaves, that flourish on the backs of our people, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, going from slavery, and of course Esau gonna think that slavery was 100 years ago, 120 years ago, but really no, we used to have physical slaves up until the 60s, So yeah, You still have people working for, a penny or 10 cents a day. So, Shalaki. But this is what the Lord is doing for His people, for His men right now, at least to tear down all these universities, these everything that our people have, and even the heathens have. Because the heathens think they people when they're heathens, when they're not of Israel. They're not all, we're not all the same. They're heathens. They split unto the Lord, and they should know that you are Edomite, you are Moabite, you a Cushite, you a Hamite, you a Japhite. So we got to tell everyone that, because they might not even know that, because some Cushites, Ethiopians, Hamites, they think they actually Jake, same as Elon, just because we both dark, But so going back to the lesson, everything should be done in decency, in order, to have obedience in the Lord, because this is what the Lord will do. He'll fight for you, just like how we'll fight for Him. He'll use this as a tool for destruction or peace. This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 24. He that keepeth His commandments dwelleth in Him, and He in him. And hereby we know that we know that He abideth in us by the Spirit which He hath given us. But ultimately, if you dwell in the Spirit of Yahweh Shemashah, if you dwell if you dwell in the Spirit of Yahweh Shemashah, you dwell in the Spirit of Yahweh. Ultimately, you bear the Spirit of Yahweh Shemashah. To have obedience to Yahweh Shemashah, keeping His commandments, and more to that, to go out in the highways and byways, spreading the true name of the Lord, with the right, proper, sincere truth, right doctrine, going ultimately from Apostle Dahar, the GMS branch, but this being Lions Den, we GMS at heart, and ultimately we're the seeds of Yahweh Shemashah. We only try to push the right Shlaki. We only try to push the right vibration, and give off good fruits. So but going back to the lesson, he that keepeth His commandments dwelleth in Him, and he in him, and hereby we know that He abideth in us. So ultimately, if you abide in the Spirit of Yahweh Shemashah, then you are of the Spirit of Yahweh Shemashah, and you're gonna do anything to have obedience under Him. To have obedience of Him, to be obedient to Him, Shalaki. Not only that, have order, to have that, and simply having that, you're gonna know which way to go and what to do. I'm gonna go ahead and get this real quick. This is Psalm chapter 37, verse 23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and He delighteth in His way. So just going into, if you are of the Spirit of Yahweh Shemashah, through the Son and through the Father, and you are of Yahweh Shemashah, and every step you take is ordered, just like how the order you have for Yahweh Shemashah is the order He gonna have for each and every one of His child to do the right thing, So your path is it compasses by Yahweh Shemashah. So only good is gonna come to you, even if it's bad. Then it's only gonna be good because you have the power as a man of the Lord or a woman of the Lord, or child. Simply bearing the Spirit of Yahweh Shemashah. You have the ability to decipher that right now. In this flesh right now. But though. This is Romans chapter 13. I'm starting at verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahweh. The powers that be ordained of Yahweh. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power resisteth the Shalaki. Whosoever therefore resists the power, resists the ordinance of Yahweh, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. So, man, just I'll be first two verses. You only thing you should believe is unto Yahweh Shema Shai. Any other path, any other thing that Esau sets up, that the heathen sets up, that people in your family don't want you to, be a part of this truth, that they want to be, quote unquote family. They want to do cookouts and everything, 4th of July cookouts. You want to be a family. Why you don't gotta go to church? The church will be there tomorrow. That's your family will say. Your family will say anything to get you away from your Yahweh Shema Shai. But ultimately, for that, you're not. You should tell them, you're not going to be led anywhere good. You're not going to be led anywhere that's going to lead you to something that you want. And ultimately they gonna get what they think they want. But ultimately, what they gonna get is fire. They gonna get damnation. They gonna be damned. They gonna be a part of the earth again, though. That's the best thing that they'll get is peace, because they're gonna come back, through the seed. But still, though, they're not being led towards anywhere good. They're only been led to damnation. Verse 3: For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to evil. I'm read it again. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he's the minister of Yahweh to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. It's like it. For he beareth not. Oh, yeah, I said it right. For he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of Yahweh, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. So, man, this for ultimately heathens, and 2/3. That's what they gonna get. They gonna get damnation by the sword. They gonna get everything they that they chose. They chose wickedness. They chose evil.